and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Second Take. I'm your host, Armand Sadler. That is my lovely co-host, Jillian Kushner, sporting her new haircut. Jill, tell us all about the haircut. Tell us how your life is going. Just tell us everything.
Armand, shut up, okay? He hates the haircut and he's trying to, make up for it right now, and I'm
I don't say I never said I hated it.
You said you didn't like it.
I'm not the hugest fan. I like you better with long hair, but that's just me. Go ahead. Anyways.
Okay, but, today was the last day of class. I guess I'm a senior now. That's that.
So, Jill's old. Cool. Anyways, so there was a very, very big fight between two random dudes this past Saturday. Just kidding. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao finally fought each other. There was so much anticipation for the fight. Everyone is making predictions, betting money. Wings were ordered, chips were bought, chips were dipped into dip, and there was just alcoholism and all of the excitement. And going into the fight, as you all know, I felt Pacquiao was going to win. I wanted Pacquiao to win. Jill had her sentiments, which changed through social media. We'll get into those later. But as I'm sure you all know, Mayweather did end up winning the fight by decision in the final round. If you look at each category, Floyd Mayweather did outnumber Manny Pacquiao in every category. Just checking out the highlights, it looked like Floyd Mayweather was a lot more calculated in the punches he was throwing. Manny Pacquiao seemed a little wild, seemed a little out of Manny Pacquiao form, in my opinion, I guess. But I don't know, Jill's making faces, so if you'd like to shed some more light on the fight.
Okay, I watched the whole fight, and yes, I switched camp the day of the fight because I found out Floyd Mayweather took away credentials of two female reporters who had publicly said stuff to him about his history of domestic abuse, and I was sick of his antics. So I switched to Pacquiao. Pacquiao is a better person. I like him a lot more. I was all for him. Okay, while I was watching this fight, I thought it was going to be a draw. Honestly, I thought it was going to result in a draw. When I saw the total number of punches and everything that they had added up, I thought I was watching a different fight than the judges, because what they saw and what I saw were two completely different worlds. Like, it was almost ridiculous in my opinion. And you know what? I'm actually agreeing with Skip Bayless for once. He said he's been saying the same stuff I am, and he was like, are you surprised that American judges in Las Vegas, basically Floyd's town, chose him? I mean, it was a botched fight in my opinion, and it was a huge letdown. But no, I think Manny Pacquiao got robbed, and now Floyd's running his mouth saying Manny's a sore loser and he's a coward, and I'm really confused because, Floyd, do you want to know what we think of you? Do you want to hear what we say about you? Because I will be happy to tell you. I would be ecstatic to tell you, actually. So I need Floyd to sit down and shut up, because how he's acting is just, I mean, it speaks volumes about him. Like, he was booed the entire fight, and he was running around like he was scared of Manny. Like, he kept on boxing himself in. He was fighting like a coward. He's the coward. So I don't know where he's getting that Manny is, but it turned out that Manny was playing with a torn rotator cuff, I think, in his shoulder. Now everyone's pissed, and Manny might face disciplinary action from the boxing commission, which would piss me off to no end, because Floyd has never faced any disciplinary action from the boxing commission, even after he went to jail for serving time for domestic abuse. But okay, boxing commission, this makes a lot of sense. Basically, someone had to explain it to me, but they're mad because he didn't disclose this injury, and therefore people bet wrong or something. I don't know. It's something about money in Vegas, and I don't know. But it just sounds ridiculous, and I think this speaks a lot to Manny that, he was like, yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm still going to fight. Like, I'm not going to back out of this just because I'm hurt. I think that shows who he is as a person, and I'm really sick of Floyd, and I just wish it happened the way I wanted it to. I think that Manny got robbed, because if you watch the whole fight, I mean, this was not a domination by Floyd in any means. Like I said, I thought it was a draw. I thought it was definitely a draw, and I was shocked to see that it was a unanimous decision given to Floyd.
Right. I mean, yeah, there are definitely a lot of different opinions on this fight. I mean, to you, Mayweather running around and hugging Manny Pacquiao and it looks like a coward. To some, that's being strategic. I'm not saying you're wrong, but just like other people will look at things differently. There are a lot of different views of the way this fight went. I completely disagree with them taking disciplinary action on Pacquiao for fighting with an injury. I kind of commend that actually, the fact that he gave the fans what they wanted to see by fighting Mayweather.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I thought that's something honorable. Like I feel like it would be, how pissed would everyone be if day of the fight Manny's like, so listen, torn rotator cuff, this isn't happening. Like, can you imagine the uproar?
Exactly. And due to hearing about this torn rotator cuff, I would like to see what would happen if Pacquiao and Mayweather fought again when Pacquiao was at his best. That might be a very, very different fight. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Remember how I said this should have happened 5 years ago?
True, true. This is true. But yeah, like I just can't. Despite the fact that the judges scored Mayweather as winning in every category, I don't think any fight that goes to 12 rounds is like that much of a domination as they made it seem. Like
yes, thank you. Thank you.
There's a lot of controversy with this boxing fight. It's crazy.
And everyone wants a rematch, but Floyd saying this isn't going to happen because Manny's a coward, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I think when Floyd found out that Manny had been hurt, he was like, oh, wow. Like, because I think Floyd was surprised that he won that much, too, because I don't know what the judges saw, but I think they should have, if they fight again, it should be in neutral ground, like South America or something, because, I mean, he's clearly in America, this is going to be biased. And, Floyd was like, hey, we're going to do it here. We're going to do it this time. We're going to do this, that. And Manny was just like, okay, he, like, complied to every single demand that Floyd made. And you know what, Manny, you're the real MVP, and you don't deserve this. And Floyd needs to shut his mouth before I shut it for him. And that was a threat on second take.
So I guess Jill will be stepping into a boxing ring very soon. Good luck fighting Floyd. Yeah, Floyd's very brash. He's cocky. I don't think he's handling the end of this fight very well. But at the end of the day, Floyd is still undefeated. He's still considered one of the best fighters in the world, so you got to expect him to run his mouth. But enough about that. This week, some very interesting news came out about the New England Patriots and my Indianapolis Colts. Deflategate is real. It is a real thing. A sting operation was conducted, and the Patriots have been proven to have tampered with the footballs. So there is some stuff going on with that. We'll definitely have more news for you as to how the Patriots.
But wait, in other breaking news, the sky is blue.
This is true. The sky is blue, grass is green, humans breathe oxygen. Jill's from Texas.
Patriots knew about Deflategate. Wow,
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is mind blowing.
Not surprised the Patriots have been caught up cheating yet again. It's just like how much more can Bill Belichick and the Patriots do before the NFL does something about them? Yes, the Patriots are one of the greatest dynasties in football in recent years, but clearly it's not due to just their football skills. Clearly they're doing things to gain unfair advantages over other football teams, which isn't fair. But I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to sound like a salty Colts fan because the Patriots have knocked us out of the playoffs the last 2 years. However, Deflategate has been proven real. I am right. I'm glad that people now see what I saw, and we shall see what's happening with that. Finally, the NBA playoffs. We're into the second round. Every series is tied at 1-1. Interestingly enough, in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, we have both number 1 and 5 seeds facing each other and number 2 and 3 seeds facing each other. We have the Hawks and the Wizards. We have the Rockets and the Clippers. We have the Grizzlies and the Warriors. And we have I'm drawing blanks. Oh, Bulls and Cavs. Wow. That's probably going to be the best series of all of these series right now.
Whoa. Back up. Delete what you just said. The best series is definitely Rockets-Clippers, but I'm ready to see the Bulls beat the Cavs because Cavs are without Kevin Love, and I just don't see it happening. But, no, you need to get it right. Clippers-Rockets is the best series. Dwight Howard going off, killing the game. And we have to say one very, very important, not shocking thing. Steph Curry is the NBA MVP.
And, that announcement, Steph Curry received 100 of 130 votes for the MVP award, and I definitely don't disagree that he was deserving of it. I just feel like if you look at James Harden's year compared to Steph Curry's year, I feel like the Rockets would have been nothing if James Harden wasn't there, and I feel like the Warriors would have been okay had Steph Curry been out a little bit. Like James Harden.
No, I completely agree with you. When I saw it, James Harden only got 30 votes. I was pretty shocked. But you have to remember, because of when this voting is, they've seen the playoffs, okay? Right. And who shot a buzzer beater to throw it into overtime but Steph Curry? I'd give him 100 votes too. And I'm not mad at it, because I don't think anyone can say that Steph Curry wasn't deserving. I just think him and James Harden were both so equally deserving that I couldn't pick one.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have liked them to split it down the middle, like chop this thing in half, whatever. Because I think it was so neck and neck, and that's why I was surprised that Steph had 100 votes compared to James's 30. That's where I'm confused, because I'm wondering what these voters saw that was so clearly deserving of Steph that James didn't do.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to take away the season Steph Curry had. He had an amazing season. The Warriors have improved so much over the past couple seasons. Number 1 seed, everyone's favorite to go to the NBA Finals and win the NBA Finals. I mean, Steph Curry absolutely had an amazing season. I would love to see Steph Curry and James Harden face off, but that would mean the Warriors go to the Western Conference Finals, and I predicted them to be eliminated in the first or second round. So I want my prediction to be right, but I want to see Steph Curry and James Harden face off against each other. So I am in a bit of a dilemma. But regardless, these NBA playoffs have been pretty interesting to me. The Eastern Conference actually wasn't even as bad as I thought it would be. The series moving forward should continue to get more and more engaging. I believe Bulls Cavs will go to 7 games. Warriors Grizzlies, I think that'll go maybe 6. Rockets Clippers will probably go 7 as well. As far as Wizards Hawks, that might go 5.
We got to say this. John Wall has a broken hand.
Yes, this is true. It was just released that John Wall is injured. That'll definitely affect the Wizards very much. They did take Game 1 against Atlanta. However, without John Wall, I don't really know how much they'll be able to do. I mean, they still have some solid pieces in Bradley Beal, in Paul Pierce, who's really been holding it down for them in the playoffs, which is what they picked him up for, I believe. So, I mean, you can't completely count the Wizards out, but without John Wall, I think it'll be very difficult for them to make it past 5 games against the Hawks. So we shall see. And I believe that is all we have for today. Definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in to Second Take. Enjoy the weather. Summer's coming up. Football will be here in a couple months, because that's really all we're waiting for anyways is football. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in, and we shall see you next week.